Saving Joy, the power of play, nostalgia, and wonder in family life. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, joy can often feel like a luxury. Responsibilities pile up, schedules overflow, and the weight of adulthood can dull the sense of playfulness that once came so naturally. But what if we made an intentional effort to preserve some of that joy, not just for our children, but for ourselves? Holding on to the delight of play, the silliness of childhood, and the magic of wonder is a powerful way to nurture connection and happiness in our family life. One of the simplest yet most meaningful ways to bridge the generational gap between you and your child is by introducing them to the games, shows, and toys you loved growing up. Whether it's breaking out a classic board game, introducing them to Saturday morning cartoons from your childhood, or dusting off an old action figure or doll, these shared experiences become touch points of connection. For many parents, revisiting the joys of their own childhood brings a sense of nostalgia. But for children, it's an introduction to something new through the lens of someone they admire. Imagine sitting down with your kids to watch an episode of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Dragon Ball Z. Not only do they get a sense of your past, but they also get to see you light up in a way they may not often witness. The excitement of reliving an old favorite, explaining why you loved it, and seeing their reactions creates shared experiences that deepen family bonds. As adults, we often feel the pressure to be serious. The responsibilities of work, parenting, and life in general can make play seem unnecessary and even immature. But children thrive in a playful environment, and by embracing a silly demeanor, we show them that joy is not just for kids, it's for everyone. Dancing in the kitchen, making goofy voices, playing tag in the backyard, these moments matter. They show our kids that fun isn't something we outgrow. It's something we carry with us. When we model a playful spirit, we give our children permission to be themselves, to be expressive, to dream and imagine, and to find joy in the little things. Furthermore, embracing play isn't just beneficial for children, it's good for parents too. In fact, research has shown that play and laughter reduce stress, improve mood, and enhance overall well-being. In essence, by allowing ourselves to be silly, we not only make childhood more magical for our kids, but we also reclaim some of that magic for ourselves. Children are naturally curious, filled with an awe for the world that adults often lose over time. Everything is new and exciting, from the way a caterpillar crawls to the first snowfall of the year. As parents, we have a beautiful opportunity to nurture and participate in that wonder and discovery. Rather than dismissing their endless why questions as exhausting, what if we leaned into them? Instead of brushing off their excitement over a bug, what if we got down on their level and marveled at it together? Showing excitement and curiosity alongside our children teaches them that the world is worth exploring. A sense of wonder fosters a lifelong love of learning. It encourages kids to ask questions, to be amazed by science, art, and nature. When we as parents allow ourselves to be captivated by the world, we invite our children into a lifelong journey of discovery and learning. The simple act of watching a sunrise, marveling at the stars, or getting lost in a storybook reminds us all that there is magic in the everyday. As we navigate the challenges of parenting and adulthood, it's easy to let go of the parts of ourselves that once felt light and free. But saving a bit of joy, a sense of play, and a spirit of wonder for ourselves isn't just an act of self-care. It's a gift to our children. It shows them that happiness isn't something you outgrow. It's something you cultivate. Dr. Gabar Mate, renowned expert in childhood development and trauma, in a recent podcast interview reflected on his own life while referencing Winnie the Pooh. He talked about trauma as an invisible force that shapes our lives. It shapes the way we live, the way we love, and the way we make sense of the world. It is the root of our deepest wounds, he says. Yet, it also helps us find meaning and beauty in our world through the vistas of our brokenness. At the end of the book, Christopher Robin has to go to school, meaning he will no longer be able to play with his friends. Dr. Mate goes on to speak about how driven he himself was during his early career to justify his existence, losing sight of what truly mattered, his family. He ends his statement by quoting the book, saying that if he were to live his life all over again, he would keep much more of the playfulness, the joy, and the other childlike characteristics he had lost along the way. The book ends with this beautiful passage. But wherever they go, and whatever happens to them on the way, in that enchanted place on the top of the forest, a little boy and his bear will always be playing.